bakers, my students keep asking me for vegan recipes. So this is going to be a vegan pineapple tea cake. So taking sugar, so granulated sugar has been powdered. Taking about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, baking powder. Now taking baking soda. Sieving is very important. So after sieving, you need to mix the dry ingredients very well. So in this, I'm going to use fruit juice. I'm going to use the Tetra Pak one. You can even use fresh fruit juice. Only thing is that flavor will be less strong. So flavor will be a bit mild. And since I'm making pineapple flavor, I'm using the pineapple juice. So you can easily convert this to any other flavor just by changing the juice and the essence. Here I have taken 120 grams of pineapple juice. If required, I will take more. So taking the juice in the bowl, I'll be using pineapple Imalco from Greenhouse. This adds very good flavor to your recipes. So I'll be taking 1 teaspoon. This is half teaspoon. I'll take a little more. Approx 1 teaspoon I've taken. And I'll mix using the whisk. Now if you wish, you can add some color. I am not using any color. Okay. So just have to mix using a whisk, and once you see there is no lump, you stop. So you should not overmix. To this I'm adding 60 grams of sunflower oil. So it has to be any neutral flavor oil. I'm using sunflower oil, and this is 60 grams. So now I will mix using the cut and fold method. I will mix till the oil is fully incorporated. तो अब मैं कट एंड फोल्ड मेथड में मिक्स कर रही हूँ. और जब तक ऑयल इनकॉर्पोरेट ना हो जाता है, मुझे ऐसे मिक्स करना है यूजिंग द स्पैचुला in the cut and fold method. I am not using the beater. So if you follow this process, you will not need the beater. Okay, so as you can see, the oil is fully incorporated. I will stop. Now I have used soda in the recipe. Now to activate the soda, you need something acidic. So for that, you may use vinegar or lime juice, but we have already used pineapple juice here, which is already acidic. So I'll just be adding half teaspoon of vinegar, and vinegar is also a natural preservative. So if you're using vinegar in your cakes, then it basically increases the shelf life of your cake. So I'm adding half teaspoon of vinegar. Okay, so this is done. Here I have taken canned pineapple. I've chopped them and dried them. So basically what you have to do is you keep the slice on a strainer, let all the juice drain away, and then keep on a tissue so that all the excess moisture is absorbed by the tissue. So this is what I'm going to use. You may add few other things like dried cherry and tutti frutti if you like. And what you can do is you can even coat these little bit with maida. So I will not be using tutti frutti. I will just be adding this dried cherry. So that's it, the batter is ready. I will be baking in a 6-inch tin. So as you can see, I have greased the tin and I have put a parchment paper. Always use a good quality parchment paper. And I will tell you the weight of the batter. So this is approx 430 grams, 434 grams. There will be a loss of weight due to moisture loss during baking. So after baking, I will tell you the exact weight of the tea cake. Just tap a little bit to remove the air bubbles. I'm garnishing with some cherry and pineapple pieces. So we'll just lightly drop these on top. So this added for about 16 grams. So now the total weight is 450 grams. And the final weight after baking, I will let you know. Now this you bake at the same temperature at which you bake your sponges. So it will be somewhere between 160 to 180 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now in my oven the suitable temperature is 160 degree. Now in your oven it can be 150 or 170 or 180. So this adjustment you need to do at the beginning. When you start your baking, you need to do this adjustment and find the suitable temperature. And every time you're buying a new oven, you need to do 2-3 experiments to see the best temperature setting as per your oven. Okay, so preheating will be done at a temperature that is 20 degrees higher than the baking temperature. So if you're baking at 180, your preheat temperature will be 200. If you're baking at 160, preheating will be 180. And preheating is generally done for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes of preheating, again if you're baking in OTG, preheating is done in the both rod और both coil mode. तो ऊपर नीचे दोनों coil on रहेगा during preheating. So this will happen for 10 minutes at 20 degree higher temperature than baking temperature. ठीक है? And again the baking temperature will depend as per your oven. So I will be baking at 160. During the baking, it will be only the lower rod. तो सिर्फ lower rod on रखना है और lower coil till about 90%. After 90% of baking, in the sense you will see the cake has risen very well. ठीक है, dome form हो गया है. After that, you may again switch to both rod. तो लास्ट जो 5 to 7 minutes होता है, you can again switch to both rod. So that will give a nice color to your cake and also ये complete baking हो जाएगा. Okay, so the cake will bake properly that way. So in OTG it will take about, again it depends on your oven, but in my oven it will take about approx 35 minutes. If you're doing in convection में all round heating होता है, that is why the crust also becomes little hard and it may crack. So that is okay. That's what happens in convection. So in convection the time will be approx 20 minutes. Okay. This is baked now. So this took me around 35 minutes. So I have to let it cool completely. Only then I can demold. The ingredient cost for this recipe along with the canned pineapple and dried cherry is coming to approx 50 rupees. So as a simple rule, you can just multiply by 3. So you will get 150. So 150 can be the minimum price for this recipe. So you can take more than 150. Price generally depends on the area where you are selling the product. So for any product there cannot be a fixed price, but this is just to give you an idea. Whatever you're getting as your ingredient cost, you can just multiply by 3, and whatever figure you reach, you can consider that to be the minimum price of the product. Now this is just a simple rule, a very basic rule. You can definitely find out the cost of each and every overheads that are being involved in making this product, and then add up, and to that you can add the profit and then reach to the price. So for every product that you're adding to your bakery menu, you need to find out the ingredient cost and then add up all the overheads. There can be a number of overheads, and then you can add the profit and reach to the pricing. But just to make it simple, what we do is we just take the ingredient cost and multiply it by 3. Now that should be the minimum price. You can charge a price that is higher than that. Okay. Demolding the cake. So here's your vegan pineapple tea cake. It is super soft and very moist.